Hi guys, welcome to our channel. So of late we've been receiving many comments from people all over asking us who we are, how we started trading, who is Financial Hub, how we met, and we thought it was really important for us to share those stories and just how we began and how we got into trading. So for those who are new to our channel, my name is Caleb and this is my partner Ken. So how did we meet? How did we start trading?
I think we met back in 2015. Yeah, we met in 2015 at Technical University of Kenya. I was doing mechanical engineering, and Caleb was the first person I talked to when I came into class. He came into class before me, so I came late and I sat next to him. And from that day, we became very good friends, and we did a lot in school. And finally, we both left school. I think I left Tuk, and he also left Tuk. I joined KU. You joined?
ADMI.
Yeah, I joined ADMI to do film. I left Tuk to go to KU to do engineering, and that's how I discovered Forex trading, but we'll get into that later. So that's basically how we met.
Yeah, just to give a brief description about that, we left because we had entered technical university to do, which many people fall into this trap. We started doing a course that wasn't really for us.
Yeah.
We finished high school, thought we had passed, and we can do engineering, we can be a doctor, we can be anything we want. But truly, we knew inside that's not what we really wanted.
I remember for me actually it was one class. It was a workshop class where we were supposed to design a bottle opener.
Yeah.
And so I think on that day is the day I knew that mechanical engineering was not what I really wanted to do with my life, because practically I was not really interested in designing things and to unfold things. So that's why I left and decided to do something else.
Yeah, so basically during the second semester, Ken left and went to KU, Kenyatta University. I love film, and that's what I went to study at ADMI, Africa Digital Media Institute. Really good school, I highly recommend it. So how did we get to trading? Well, personally, a cousin of mine from abroad, her name is Lisa. She came to visit us she's from UK, she came to visit us during the summer holiday. That was in 2016. I just finished my first year in ADMI and she introduced me to the market. So that day I wasn't really interested at first because she showed me a trade she took. And within, I think, 20 minutes, she had made about £800, and that caught my attention. But I still didn't run with it. So later on, I had a girlfriend at that time, and we were chilling together, and she's a really good girl. And one day she asked me, like, what is this you are telling me? Because I told her about it before, and she asked me, what is this you are telling me about the other day? So I told her, my cousin showed me this, and she made money in about 20 minutes, £800. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. So she really wanted us to make money, and she had that vision of how we can be in future. So she told me, Caleb, make sure you call her, talk to her, and tell her you want to know how to trade. And me, as a good guy, good boyfriend, I followed her advice, called my cousin, and we talked. And ever since that day, I wanted to make my girlfriend happy. So I got into trading, I started learning. And now, as a byproduct, I fell in love with the markets. Like, totally, this is not because of just making money or because of all that. Of course, we saw the lifestyle you can get from trading. But personally, I saw how much money I can make and how much I can improve myself. And that's how I got into trading.
So I think for me it was totally different. My story was I was in KU, and while you're in school, definitely you're living outside, so you have neighbors and these apartments where almost all of you who are living around are students. So my neighbor was doing actuarial, and one day we were talking just as we were walking to school, and he tells me there's this new thing that is going on. It's called Forex trading, and I think we can be able to make some money in it. And so I've always been interested in making money. I won't lie. I've always been interested in ventures that I can be able to make money. And so when he told me we could make some money in it, I decided that maybe we could start checking. Actually, by then I never had a laptop. I never had so many things that I do have right now for trading. So we just started using one laptop. I think we were three of us, one guy from engineering. So we were two from engineering school and one guy who was doing actuarial. So we started just learning, and I think we visited the library, took a book. We had a single book, and we started reading it part-time. But I think after 3 months or 4 months, that was back in December 2016, we thought we knew everything. Just by reading one book, we thought now we had hacked the markets, and we thought that we were ready to trade. So we each of us contributed about 10,000, and we put it into a real account, and we started trading. So I think within 2 weeks we had doubled that account from 300. We had actually tripled the account from $300 to $900. And I think there's one day where we made $200, and that was the day that I think I decided that I'll do this full time. So it was a trade on oil, I remember. It was an oil trade, and we took the trade around 10 a.m. There was a gap actually in the market, and so we anticipated that the market would close the gap. So we executed that trade, one lot, and I think within 20 minutes we made $200. So for me, that was like an eye-opener. I saw the potential in what I was doing. I thought about it deeply, and that was when I decided, that is it. I'm going into this full-time, and I still never knew what was ahead of me, but I just decided to go into it full-time, and that's how actually I started trading from a demo account into a real account, and that was my first experience.
So from there, Ken found trading on his own. I found on my own. We hadn't talked about it yet. So coincidentally, I called Ken one day and told Ken have something I'll tell you, a business opportunity. And this time, mind you, we hadn't talked for some time. We used to talk
a long time.
Once in a while. Ken, how you doing? All that. We are men, we don't engage that much into deep talks. So I called him one day and told him, Ken, I have a business opportunity. I don't know why I decided to tell Ken. Of all my friends, I just decided to call Ken and tell him that I found this new business opportunity that we can all do. So when I called him, I told him, Ken, I have something I want to tell you. It's a nice business opportunity. And he's like, yo, also have something I want to tell you. And he was like, you go first. And me, I'm like, no, you go first. So I just gave in and I was like, so I found this new business and it's called Forex. And he's like, wait, that's the same thing I've been doing. And that time he had been doing it for a few months.
Yeah. I was actually doing it real. You're still on demo.
Yeah, I was still on demo. Ken is an aggressive person. Later on, you'll start knowing him more. He's more aggressive. I'm more conservative.
Yeah.
So he had already gone into live. I was still trading the demo account. And he told me he's trading and he's already in a live account.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. I was like, you already know this that much? And that's when now we decided to meet.
So when Caleb came to the house, actually we did some breakdown of the charts and we discussed some bit about markets. And from then on, I think we kept on contact. Now we were more close. We decided to take this seriously. And when I was trading, actually, there was a strike. So these lecturers had striked. So I was not in school full time. So when the strike was over, it was no time to go back to school or to go back to school and do it part time, or to decide to put school aside and to focus full time on what you were doing. So it was really kind of a tough decision, but still in my mind, I think due to the recency bias, I thought that I just made $200 in less than 20 minutes, and I was going to school for 5 years, and I couldn't get the comparison between. So I decided full time that I was going to trade Forex, and I remember telling my parents, and they were like, what is this you're telling us about? We don't even know how the Forex market works. We don't know how you make money on it. So it was kind of a struggle for me to convince them that I could first put school aside. And in fact, I think the first time we actually decided was, I'll just call off for one semester, focus on what I'm doing, then I'll go back in September and continue doing what I was doing. Because I was doing electrical engineering by then. So they decided that I could call off, and I wrote a letter, dropped it to school. And I think the first 3 months, I was so maniacal. The only thing I was doing was Forex trading, nothing else. I never used to go out. I was only focusing on reading about Forex and trying to understand the markets. And I think we had a good run from $300 to $900.
Which is about
300%.
In Kenya shillings.
Yeah. That's about 90,000, but we had compounded the account 300%. So we thought we'd keep on doing it, and eventually we'd get to 1 million, 10 million, 20 million. Little did we know. So actually what had really boosted us was we were taking aggressive positions. As Caleb is saying, I'm really aggressive. So I was taking really big positions, and luckily, beginner's luck. There's always the beginner's luck. My first trades I was really getting them right, and I think because at the same time I never knew what I was doing, I was very good at cutting winners early.
Yeah.
So once the trade moved to my side, I was very good at getting out, and I got to 900, which is 90,000. So in fact, I never performed a withdrawal. I just thought I'd keep on compounding. Then finally,
basically when we saw that we knew we can do this full time.
Full-time, yeah.
Traveling now, we can go to Dubai.
Anyway.
Now we can buy cars. People in school are wasting time. We found the Holy Grail. We
Yeah.
know how we're going to
Make
live
money.
the life that people want to live. We thought it was so easy.
Yeah. So
And that's when everything.
checks in, and it's really tough when things start going south, and you have left school. You don't want to go back to your parents and tell them, hey, what I was doing is not really serious. So you're still juggling and trying to find out. So actually, I remember executing 3 trades, and all 3 trades went south. So all the 3 trades moved against me, and I lost over $700. So that is close to 70,000. Out of 90,000, I only have 20,000 now remaining, and you wonder how will I go? How am I going to survive? But I still thought that I could. I can do it. 20,000 again to 100, but sooner or later, all of it was gone, and I had no money. I had nothing actually to do. So I just decided, let me just read about this thing first, without even doing any trading. That was the first thing that I just decided. Let me just try and dig deeper and see what I could find inside.